I'm Ray Hennessy, editor of SmartMoney.com, with Michael Strahan here, who's taking part in our All-Star Bowl Challenge this year. Michael, you're not winning, number one.
Mm-hmm.
And number two, you're still losing money as we're 3 weeks into the game. What do you have to say to people about that?
It's early in the game. It is it's a marathon, not a sprint. So I'm betting that I will be back. I will be back on top. Jonathan is on top right now. Salisbury, at least I'm not in last place.
I know.
You know, that's a great way to look at it. Salisbury is in last place, but it's a marathon. It's not a sprint. And if it comes down to the wire and I'm behind, then it becomes a sprint, and I may have to get a little more aggressive.
Yeah, but one of the things you did was you went into Google this time around, getting out of some other things. In your own personal investments, do you like technology? Is that a place where you've often put a lot of money?
I do. I love technology. I'm trying to look at this time of the year and what everybody's doing in retail, around this time of the year and different things like that. But I love technology. Google's, the guys have done pretty well with it, and hopefully I can do as well as they have and come back on Jonathan a little bit.
Now, personally, you've been injured, so you've been out.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think about money differently at times like this when you're rehabbing than you do when you're playing week after week?
Yeah, because you're thinking, if I keep getting hurt, I may not be around next year to make any money, so I better save it. Without a doubt, you think about it. Whenever you're at the stage of my career as I am, 14 years into it, you start to think, I'm not going to play forever and get these paychecks that I get now. I can do other things that are going to make money, but not quite the same way that football afforded a lot of us, or all three of us, to do with the guys in this game. So I definitely think about it differently, and I got to win this thing, man. I can give myself some confidence by winning.
That's true. It's interesting. You guys, we have some people who are in the game now who have more than doubled their money. We've got about 2 or 3 of those
Mm-hmm.
folks. You're still a little bit behind. From a strategy perspective, what do you think you can do to be better? What do you think you need to do to kind of be up there?
Probably like those people who've doubled their money. They don't have a day job, Actually, I've been rehabbing.
Actually, you don't have a day job either right now.
I've been rehabbing, so I really don't have a job either. But, I just think folks in day-to-day, probably making more trades, being a little bit more aggressive, and probably trading more frequently, I think would help.